back to Timeout With Us podcast. Today I am here with Molly, Kay, and Anna. So for today's topic, we are going to talk about education. So for me, growing up, my parents always told me that I need to go to school every single day. I need to get a 4-year degree. I need to have a good job so I won't be poor, right? That's what they told me ever since kindergarten. And I guess, I did exactly what they said. I went to school. I got a 4-year degree in sociology. After sociology, I became a teacher for a bit. I went into pharmacy tech. I did a lot of different things. And finally, I am here in a technology career. So I want to pose the question to you guys. How important do you think a 4-year degree is versus a 2-year degree versus no degree when it comes to life?
I just want to add that MC did not go to come to school every day when she was in high school.
Bro, yes, I did. Oh my God. You go to school, she been lying to you, bro. I came to school every single day. I did all my homework. I had an agenda. I was a teacher's pet, bro.
When she said that she did her homework, hey, did anybody do their homework? Can I see it? By the way, Kay was the smartest in our class, and yes, we all did copy off from her time to time.
Oh my gosh,
bro. I didn't go to school with any of these chicks.
Did not go to school almost every single day. There are times that she did skip.
Yeah.
Damn, why you blast her like that?
For real, you are. I do remember one time I was like, damn, I didn't do my homework. I don't want to go to school. So I lied to my mom. Mom, my stomach hurt. I don't want to go to school.
But honestly, too, I did skip a lot during my freshman, sophomore year. And again, I think these are normal stuff when you're in high school to skip and, at least pass with a D.
I never got a D in my
I never skipped, so I don't know.
Dang, for real? You goody two shoes.
I got a D in college. But I never got a D in high school.
But doesn't a D in college count as an F?
Yeah.
That is a random fact.
It was for fucking anthropology class where you learn about fucking bones, all right? Ain't nobody want to learn about fucking bones.
Anthropology is cool. I took an intro to anthropology my first year when I went to college. I thought it was pretty cool. You just won't read your textbooks.
No, it was boring, dude. I never went to class, bro. I just stopped going.
That's why it was boring for you. I liked it because like through looking at the bones and like historical, features and stuff like that, like you can tell how people lived throughout the years, so I thought it was cool.
Boring, dude.
If I wanted to look at bones, I would have went to a museum.
I love going to museums. Damn, y'all some haters. Oh my God.
No, I love going to museums too, but I don't want to learn about bones.
Girls go on a museum date. I fucking want to go to the museum. I haven't been to the museum in so long. I want to see them bones.
Okay, I'm that person. If we go to the museum, I'm gonna read everything. Like I read everything. Okay,
oh my God.
This until I'm done reading this 5-page essay about this whatever I'm looking at.
Honestly, so the first time that I learned about like how long a tree lives was when we went on this like Native American reserve, and I'm pretty sure the person who was hosting it was also teaching us about like nature and stuff. And they had like a tree bark here, and they showed us like the circles on the tree bark about how the tree grows and why there's marks like this on the in the tree. Mm-hmm. And it was just like the coolest thing ever to me. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So that's why, there's skinny ones and big ones, and yeah. I just thought it'd be something cute I'd share.
Yeah. So like even though I went to college, like I dropped out, yo. I'm a college dropout, you know. But hey, I brag to people that I get paid like I have a 4-year degree. So, but it's not hard. Like it's not easy to get there. Like it's not easy to get to where I am without a degree, because a lot of people that I work with, they have degrees. If they don't have degrees, they have a whole bunch of certifications. All right. So, you know, I'm not trying to say that like it's easy getting to where I am. But you know, you have to hustle to get to where you want to be with money.
Yeah, and it's really crazy too, because all the people that have degrees and they continue their education by going like to get other stuff on top of it. It's like dang, you already made it. You're there. You're at the finish line, but you're still going.
Yeah.
Like you're still sprinting and shit. Like it's done. You won the game.
I don't know. Like, so I never went to a real like 4-year college. I did went to a 2-year, but even I didn't complete my 2-year just because I feel like you know, when you go to college, it's just like it's a paper saying, "Oh, congrats, you passed another 4 years of learning." But for instance, I'm gonna ask MC, did you learn anything? Did you use your skills at college into like your? Did you use your degree? Did you even use did college even help prep you for job or yeah, like those questions? Because I feel like when I went to even a 2-year, I didn't get much out of it. I feel like I was just back in high school relearning English, math, and I was thinking, where is this going to lead me? Like, where exactly is this going to lead me to my career path? And for me, I think college is overrated. Just because I know that there are programs out there that get you more hands on, and the programs that even paid you to learn. And why would you want to pay, you know, like 40,000, 75,000 just to relearn what you learned in high school? So,
Yeah. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. I went to a 4-year degree, and I went to college being undecided because I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. You know, I just knew that I needed to go to college in order to make money, to become rich, to become like to get money. You know,
that's what we were taught.
Yeah, basically that is how you're taught, you know. And so I spent my first 2 years being undecided, doing all my general electives, math, reading, science, all that stuff, right? And then by the second or third year, you know, I was like, dang, what do I really want to do, you know? And at this time, you know, like I still didn't know what I wanted to do, you know. So all I knew was that I wanted to help people, and I wanted to do something where I could come to work every day and feel like I make a difference, right? So I went into sociology, which is a very, very broad topic. You can go into many different fields with that degree. For me, going to college itself, learning math, science, all that stuff, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's similar to high school, and yeah, like they teach you all that stuff, but the mentality that you have in college is different from the mentality you have in high school. So even though it's like the same similar topic, you know, your mentality is different. College makes you think about why. You know, makes you think why is it like this? Like why is it like this, you know? And I feel like, you know, in college I attended a lot of study halls. I've attended a lot of like resume building. I've attended a lot of networking events where in high school, yeah, you may have a class where they teach you how to write a resume, but they don't go into depth of like what the real world is looking for out of your resume, you know? So with these different experiences that I had outside of learning, like resume building, networking, all that stuff, yeah, I feel like that is beneficial to you or to a person, or to me, it was beneficial to me, you know, and about learning all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, I got my degree in sociology mainly for the fact that I wanted to help people. But when I graduated, I got my degree, I got the paper, $30,000 in debt. Now what? Now what do I do with my life? Sociology. My degree that I chose is so broad that there is no direct path. So for a lot of the time, the first couple of years out of college, I was so lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't have a direct path of where I wanted to go. So I feel like college is good only if you know what you want. Like only if you want to do.
I agree with that.
What MC is saying, don't go for social. No kidding.
No, like if you do want to go and for like sociology, you just know that it's so broad. Like you could do so much with it. You just have to like maybe get a minor in something else. You need to find a direct path, because if you don't have a direct path, you will waste your 4 years. You will waste your degree. You will waste $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on this degree, and still out of college, you have no path, no job, no nothing.
So my next question, which is funny because it reminds me of our time at IC Stars. So there's this scenario.
Wait, what is IC Stars?
At the 4 months coding boot camp that we have here in Milwaukee. It reminds me of a question that we ask to our guests. So there's a scenario. 2 people are applying for a technology position, and one person just graduated off from high school with the degree in technology, and there's the other person who didn't have no degree but had plenty of experience. And it just reminds me, would you hire the one with experience, or would you hire the one with the degree just because they went to a 4-year college? And
wait, Molly, you said graduate from high school. You meant graduate from college. So I just want to clarify that.
Graduate from college. So which one would you hire? And I feel like every time we ask a guest this, they would say they would hire the one with experience. And I don't know if they're telling the truth. I don't know if they're lying. But what are you guys' take on it? Would you hire someone with a 4-year degree who have no experience, or would you hire someone who actually have experience but no degree in it?
I guess in that scenario, it would make sense to hire someone with experience, because that means less time teaching that person to do the job. That means you don't have to take a senior, employee and train the new employee because that person already has experience. Yeah, like I guess like if you have like the time, to have a senior employee teach someone who doesn't have experience but has a degree, then I guess like I guess it would make sense to hire the one with the degree. But I think in this situation, I think experience is better. And so many people are so like old school where they're like, oh, I want a 4-year degree, but also with like 4 years of experience. And it's like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense. How? But and then they're only getting paid like minimum wage. It's like, dude, really? So,
minimum wage is then like minimum for that specific job role.
Yeah. It's like make it make sense.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like people, like the real world, they care so much about education that they would choose someone with a degree. Like I feel like if you put these 2 resumes together and they're in a whole bunch of pile with a whole bunch of different resumes, I feel like they would throw out the people who don't have a degree right away. Like they require a degree. A lot of these jobs require a degree, and they will not look at your application if you do not have a degree, no matter how much experience you have, no matter how good you are in what you do. I feel like the world values education so much that they disregard people who will actually do good work, even if they don't have a degree.
Yeah, I guess, but nowadays, going back to what you were saying about resumes, networking, stuff like that when you're doing in college, you could do all that virtually now, easily simply by googling like, oh, resume examples, or you could go to like eventbrite.com and find a bunch of networking. I just feel like eventually, somewhere in the future, college is going to be overrated and outdated, and I think I feel like it's going to be something old. It's not going to be new, and um boot camps or programs out there that have offered nursing stuff, or even online learning is going to be um the new tools for education. So, not that I'm against 4 years, but I mean, eventually, even myself, I would like to go back and um, figure out where I would like to go to further my education. But yeah, again, I'm not against 4 years. I am planning going back to school eventually once I figure what I want to do with my degree. And um, yeah, but I just feel now college nowadays isn't as it's not effective, I guess.
I think the school system needs to change the way that they teach. Maybe like just a different type of method of teaching will probably like help education move in a different direction. My thought on it is that I would like if it was me and I was hiring someone, I would definitely hire someone with experience. And if they have a college degree too, that's even better. But I think like if they have the experience and they know what they're talking about, then I think that is a good means to start the hiring process for them. But what do you guys? I want to know your 2 cents on what if you don't have the experience or the college degree in it, but you're confident in yourself to finesse your way into that job, into that role.
I don't know. That's honestly, if I was a hire manager and someone who just came up to me with no experience and no college degree, then I would not pick that person, honestly, because
yeah, but then they were smooth with their words and they knew how to work it and they knew how to present themselves to you. Like what would your reaction be? Would you be like,
my
man,
reaction
he's really good, but like I can't, or he was really good. I think he'd be really good at this role, and then you just fine.
my reaction is, wow, you must really have a good network connection.
Yeah, I mean, networking is a major part of the real world, like people will hire you on the spot if they know you, like people will hire you on the spot if like you have that good connection with them and they're looking for something that you have that a lot of other people don't, so networking is very real and networking will get you very far.
Okay, but MC, do you network is the question.
I did not work. Okay, but I hate. Okay, hate is a strong word, but I dislike networking just because I'm a shy person. So, like introducing myself to people, I'm very timid of being the first person to reach my hand out and say, "Hey, I'm MC. Maybe you should hire me." Like I'm very timid. So networking is something that I need to work on for sure. But I believe that networking is very important and networking will get you a job even if you don't have a degree or you don't have experience.
But
it's so funny. I was gonna say I'm actually okay.
No, go ahead.
Just say I'm the opposite of you. I'll go out and I'll say, hey, my name is Anna, but then I'll stop there. Like I don't know how to sell myself, but I know how to bring myself forward. You know what I mean? Like I'm the opposite of you.
I just want to go back on to your question, Anna. Is if that person, like, I would hire a person if they have just a little bit of experience, and if they're a smooth talker, then great, you want me over because I know you will be able to talk yourself into any situation, any problem, then, and you can probably learn. But yeah, that's my take on that. If only they had like a bit of experience, that's it. But if you're coming to me with no experience at all and no 4 years degree, but yeah, I don't know. I would not hire.
But what about you? Did you feel like you like your way into a good position? Not necessarily at the job that you're at now, but I mean like in the past.
So I guess when I started my first actual real job, I didn't know what to do at all. But because I know that it's my first job, and I know I'm a fast learner, so I knew that having this job would not be an issue for me. So I guess you gotta learn somewhere, you know. So that's why I'm going back with experience. As long as you build up your experience and have somewhat of a background, knowing, like, looking at your resume, knowing your background, then there will be that like percentage that I would hire you.
Yeah, but people can lie on their resume.
True.
People lie on their resumes all the time.
And on their references.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people have gotten caught lying on their resume, going to like Ivy League colleges and, doing shit in college that, doing these programs in college and stuff. And they get caught like 10 years later, like, wait, what? You're not really a doctor? You didn't really graduate college? What the so yeah, I mean, anyway, so that kind of proves like Anna's theory or like Anna's question that like, if you're really good at finessing people and then manipulating words and stuff like that, you could lie your way through life. It bites you in the ass, bruh. That's all I gotta say.
So I feel like, so would you hire a liar is what I'm getting.
No. You don't know they're a liar because they're so good with their words. Okay?
Well, I mean, technically, if they lied to get the job and then they do really, really well at the job, you didn't hire them for no reason either. So,
yo, could we?
Yeah, we can go back.
Will you hire a liar at your workplace?
Well, shit, all of us lied. Like all of us literally lied.
I feel like everybody lies on their resume. Everybody lies on their resume.
I don't lie on my resume.
I don't either.
On your resume.
I don't lie on my resume, bro. I have stuff that I cannot speak to. That's what I told you guys the other day, okay? Well, I cannot speak to certain things on my resume, so I had to take it off.
But you had it on. You lied about
I had it on because at the time, I was still learning it, and I was told to put it on my resume. All right.
So funny though.
So who's going to lie on your resume?
But this reminds me of our time at Icy Stars again. When they are practicing us for mock trials, and then people coming in asking us about questions for our resume, and I remember several of them put down C# when we didn't learn C# here, but we were going to. And
yeah.
Someone that asked me, so can you tell me about C#? Oh, well, I don't know anything about C# yet, but I hope so.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of learning about it.
I don't know. I'm just uncomfortable. No one can I speak to, So it's like I had to take some stuff off because I hadn't done that stuff in like a year,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would recommend everyone not putting stuff down on your resume if you can't speak to it or if you've never done it, because you will get caught and they will ask you these questions. And when you say, oh, I don't know, or when you say, I'm not sure, but I can give you the answer in a few days, like that, no, you will not get that job. That will not fly. That's why I want to emphasize that education is very, very important, to know your stuff and know what you are talking about. I feel like education is something that is something that people cannot take away from you. Once you know it, once you have it, that is yours to keep. That is your knowledge. That will be forever stuck in your brain, and people can never tell you, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that, when you actually do.
Well,
Unless you forget about it.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I'm not saying like, you know, education isn't important. I just feel like college doesn't teach you like what you will need to learn at a future job. Like
Yeah,
it
because they
doesn't
don't give you the experience.
right.
I think.
Like
Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say like yeah, like college can give you a paper saying, oh, she completed, you know, this at this university, but my real takeaway is, did you really learn anything that will benefit you for future job? For instance, you were a teacher at one point, but did college prepare you to be a teacher though? That's my takeaway from about college only. So, but yeah, I mean, again, education is very important, kids. So stay in school and go to college.
Oh my god, y'all! I'm so confused. Like, go to college or don't go to college. Like, you cannot be college here.
The step is. Go ahead.
I'm just saying what my parents keep telling me, so I'm passing it on to kids. Okay.
No. Okay, here's what I think, boo boo. Okay, if you want to go to college, go to college. If you don't want to go to college, then you don't need to go to college, but bust your ass and hustle. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna be like Molly. It's like, I'm gonna go to college, but you should go to, bruh. You confuse your folks, okay?
All right.
All
right, go to school, finish high school, and debate if you want to go to college. Then so stay in school.
Yeah, I think sometimes like, if you don't know if you want to go to college, like it's okay to graduate from high school, take a break, kind of decide what you want to do with life. And then if you really think you want to go back to college, and go ahead, do it, you know, like do it. So like, don't be shy or don't be embarrassed that you want to take a break after high school either. Yeah, I mean, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take a break after high school, but my parents were like, "You better go to college." And I was like, "Oh my god, okay, I guess." So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely took a year off. I didn't go to college right away. I took a year off because I was like, "Do I really want to go to college?" And after a whole year, I was like, "Okay, why not? Why not try it before you even quit?" That's the thing. So I was like, "Okay, I tried it. Didn't work for me. I feel like I did not gain anything other than
That.
Luckily, I did not pay back. I didn't have to pay back. So yeah,
Must be nice. Can't relate.
Going back to Molly's point, I feel like college gives you the opportunity to learn all these different life skills, but I feel like it is up to you, the individual, to take advantage of these resources. College does provide you with a lot of resources to help you with your life. You know, like they provide a lot of different resources. They help you with internships. They help you with different situations, different scenarios. You know, I feel like it's just up to the person to take advantage of those resources. You know, like on my campus, when I was in college, we have different resources for different ethnicity groups. You know, like different resources for different careers. You know, I just feel like college does give you the opportunity to learn these things, and it's just up to the person to go out there and take advantage of those.
Yeah, it's something. It's like the difference between like high school and college. Like high school, you're kind of babied into it. Like you're like expected to do your homework for all these classes that you are learning. And, you know, they give you a report card. At college, it's really up to you to do your own studying, set your own time. You know, buy your own food, pay your own rent. You know, take care of yourself. Like
it's a party in college.
Yeah, like it's really like you do everything by yourself. And they really kind of teach you all that, and you don't get babied. You don't get handed a job once you're out of college. You don't get everything handed to you on a silver platter like how you did when you were growing up.
Yeah, you have to hustle and you have to work hard, you know?
Sometimes it's hard. Huh?
Did you go to college?
I did. I went to college, a community college for 2 years, and then I stopped because I said I don't know what the hell I want to do, and
Did
I
you
don't
get your
want
degree?
no, because I didn't finish it out. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, and I was at the point where I had to pick classes for my third year, and I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to spend the money, and I don't want to have to pay them back because it's not what I wanted to do, and I don't want to be in years of debt when I don't know what it is that I want to do, and I hated not knowing what I wanted to do. Like I hated it so much. I went to class every day with anxiety because I'm like, do I even need this class? Like, so that's kind of how
funny
it was for me.
It's funny because I have 2 nieces. So currently one of my nieces who's in Michigan, she's going to college, and one thing I really admire and love about her is that she know what she wants to do. And then I have my other niece, I don't want to go to college because I don't know what I want to do. And it's crazy because she's only in middle school, and at least she's admitting it. So it's crazy because I'm not comparing my 2 nieces, but it amazes me of how different they are.
Yeah.
So,
At least she knows.
right?
She's like, I can't go. I don't like it. Not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, education is good when you figure out what you want to do. Then going to college is definitely the next step towards your education.
But I think like education is more than just getting a degree. Education is about getting certified, joining programs, joining internships, having an apprenticeship. Education is more than just having a degree. So
advancing your career.
Yeah. So I feel like when Molly and MC was saying education is important, just know that education is more than just going back to college. Education is always being hungry and always wanting to learn more. Like in technology, you could go to school and get a 4-year degree, get your master's, or you can just get certified in a whole bunch of stuff and have experience in that area. So it's just how hungry are you and how willing are you to learn new things so that you can progress your career. That's what education is to me.
Are you willing to eat a steak or do you want a bowl of salad?
Huh? That don't make sense.
You can't say that.
It's like
I'm over here like I could have both.
Okay, I guess that was a poor
Analogy.
I still think it makes sense, but if you guys don't get it, I want to explain it. And for those who are vegan, you could eat some tofu or morel mushroom.
Oh my
god. So I just want to tell a quick story about my husband. So my husband actually, he went to school for a year and he dropped out, right? Because he said school wasn't for him. He worked his ass all the way up to where he is now. He started at Walmart, making $7.25 an hour as a cashier. Within 3 months, he worked his ass, became manager of that Walmart, making like $8 an hour, right? Okay, as a manager, all right. And then from there, he worked his ass up, got another job at Quick Trip. He worked his ass, became a manager at Quick Trip within a year, And now, he is, in technology as well. He worked his ass off. And he always told me and everyone around him, that, education is not for him. Education is not for everybody, But what matters is what Kay said. You gotta hustle. You gotta work hard. How hungry are you for it? He went from working at Walmart to working in technology, and technology pays pretty good. All right. So I just want to let you guys know that you guys just need to hustle and work hard, someone who wants to prove society wrong, because society believes that if you don't have a 4-year degree, you will not succeed. Yeah. But he succeeded without a 4-year degree because he worked his ass off every single day.
Yeah. I just want to say, I am super proud. I'm going to boast about my baby sister. I'm a 2-heart little horn, so, I love her. I'm gonna toot her little horn. Toot her
A
horn.
what?
Toot her horn.
Oh, toot her horn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I totally heard something different.
But well, I guess it's not just my baby sister. So my baby sister and my niece, they are just 1 year apart. So my niece is born in 99. My baby sister is born in 2000, right? And so they're Gen Zs. So my baby sister, she went to college for about like a year and a half, and not right away, but like it took her some time to realize that college wasn't for her, right? And she, because she was passionate about nails, she's passionate about nails, and so she asked me and my other sister. She's like, "Hey, like, I'm really passionate about nails. I think I want to become a nail tech." But also at the same time, there's just pressure for her to graduate college and get this career degree, right? So she asked, she's like, and pretty much I told her, I was like, just whatever you want to do. Like if you really have a passion to do nails, you know, get out of school and become a nail tech, you know, get certified and become a nail tech. But if you really want to get that for your degree, then get it, you know, like it's really up to you. You know, so I didn't like pick and choose. I didn't pick a side for her, you know, I just I wanted her to make her own decision in life. And so she decided to drop out, and she, you know, went to school to become a nail tech. And right now she isn't 21 yet, and she makes a lot of money. Like she doesn't even work full time, yo. Like she started working part-time. Because she said that her job was like getting really stressful and it wasn't allowing her to do a lot of side activities that she wanted to do with other nail stuff that she wanted to explore. And she still makes good money. You know, she's super independent. Like she has her own car. She pays for her own bills, like her own phone. You know, she helps some parents off the groceries. You know, same thing with my niece. Like my niece, she went to college and she also dropped out. And now she works in a bank and she makes really good money for her age too, you know, considering that she's only 21. Like I remember when I was 21 and I was making like $7 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
Girl, I feel you.
Yeah. They're hustling, they have experience, they're certified, you know, they have references, like they know what they're doing. And it's all because they had that support system. Hey, like if you don't want to get that for a degree, don't do it. Just work your butt off and hustle and get that money. And I remember one time, and this pissed me off so bad. Like it really got me mad because my baby sister, like her friends they were like making fun of her, but they're like, oh, like what? You want to drop out and like you don't want to go to college and get your first degree? Like, oh, I don't know if your boyfriend is gonna want to marry you. And I was like, what? What? Like, okay, look at my sister right now. She is making almost as much as me as a nail tech. Okay, she doesn't, like, she's certified. She doesn't have a degree. Where the are you? Oh, you still busting your ass getting that 4-year degree. Oh, okay. Good luck to you, sis.
Damn, I wish I had you as a sister. All my sister told me was, go back to school. Go back to school.
Here's what I have to say about your sister.
Right? Exactly.
For busting her ass.
She is going back to school. Right? Okay, so actually, like, kind of school. It's more like a program. She is going back to school, and she is going to be doing osteology. I don't know how you pronounce it. Sorry, my English sucks. I don't know how you pronounce it, but you know, like skincare. Like she is going back to school so that she can do skincare, and she is trying to build an empire. And for someone her age, someone so young and so hungry, like I am proud. I am so proud about how hungry my sister and my niece is, because they are hungry for that money. They're willing to learn and they're willing to do anything. Okay. You know, I'm not like trying to talk shit or like be condescending, but I'm just saying, you know, like do not feel bad or do not be embarrassed. Do not feel shitty. Do not compare yourself to your friends who are in college and trying to get their first degree, and you're over here hustling your ass because you know what the you want to do with life without degree.
Her friend's gonna beat your ass, dog.
Like, girl,
come at me, sis. Come at me.
Like I was like, what you say about me? I'm gonna beat your ass.
I think you bring up a really good point too, because there was a point in time where I was looking at all my friends and looking at where they were, how they were all in college and getting their, fucking degrees and shit. And I was like, man, I don't even know. I still don't know what I want to do and shit. And so I was kind of like moving from job to job. And I think what I learned to appreciate was that everybody has their own path. Like, you're not going to follow your friend's path just because they're your friend. Like, you have your own journey that you have to travel on. You have your own little lane that, that you've made for yourself, not that anyone has determined for you. And you're walking it right now. And so you just got to enjoy that ride, enjoy that journey that you're on. And so, yeah, I just feel like that's something that you brought up too. So I wanted to emphasize it.
And I also want to mention that, a lot of people go to college and they have this 4-year degree, this plaque, right? That they can tell the whole world, oh, I graduated from university, I have a 4-year degree. And they graduate and they come back home and they work at a company job. That is because you don't have that hunger. You don't have that thriving. You don't thrive to be successful. You don't thrive to be better than who you are today, And even if you do have a college degree, if you do not have that hunger, you will not get far either. So I just want to get that point out there too.
I think also even if you do have a college degree and you have it in something that you don't really have a passion for, but you're in the career that you want now, that it's a really good start to where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think in life, no matter what, whether or not you have a degree, the question is, how hungry are you to learn new things? How well can you work with other people? How open-minded are you? Those are the most important questions. And if you are just like a shitty, like you can have all like you can have all the certifications, all the degrees, but if you cannot work well with people, do you really think you're going to last in a team setting work environment where people are expecting you to be a team player and you can't be a team player and you can't talk about how to get things done? You're not gonna last. So yeah.
Damn, can you put it straight? You're not gonna last. I'm sorry.
I'm just
you're not.
saying. Okay, literally, I was on LinkedIn today. All right, and this lady posted on LinkedIn. I'm actually not on LinkedIn a lot, but I just happened to be on LinkedIn today. And this lady, she said that it was her, and then I think like her boss, like a hiring manager or whatever, he had like a whole list of what he wanted the perfect employee to look like, right? And she was trying to convince him, because they kept interviewing people. She was trying to convince him, hey, there's no such thing as like the perfect employee, so sacrifices and compromises have to be made. And he would not listen to her, right? And then like months later, he finally finds like the perfect employee, right? He has all these, like, he's met all the requirements. They hire him. Come to find out that like he cannot work in a team setting, and he didn't last. Like straight up, it's like you just have to be a people person as well. You cannot be mean to other people. You cannot make racist jokes. You cannot bully others. Like, you have to be open and you be able to speak what's on your mind, but also do it professionally.
Yeah.
It might just be the hiring manager's fault. Like, can't be helped again.
Yeah. And I like the motto, that there's no such thing as a perfect employee, because it's true. And I think there's like, when we look at job descriptions, when we're applying for new jobs and stuff, we're like, oh shit, I don't
fit all these requirements.
You're like, you're sweating balls and shit. You're like, and, it's like the entry level position. It's like it's requiring so much, but I think we need to understand that there's no such thing as a perfect employee. So if you meet most or half of the requirements, just do it. You never know.
I think if you know how much you are worth, then go for it. Try for it. And using case as an example, she knew what her worth was. She knew where she could go. And also using MC husband as an example too, like all these people knew what their worth, and they knew where they wanted to go, and they didn't follow the norm. Just because people are doing it or your friends are doing it and you want to feel like you belong somewhere, again, don't be a follower, be a leader, or at least be a change. And yeah, because honestly, I think at one point I only went to try college too because MC and K there was in college, and my mom kept like bringing up, oh, your friends are in college, how come you're not going to college? And I think that's one of the reasons I went down to that route too. And again, I think honestly it was one of, I don't want to say it was a mistake, but at the same time, I feel like everything has what's the word phrase? Everything happened for a reason. There we go. Yeah, everything happened for a reason. Because yeah. So
I'm gonna say it straight up. Like, me being in school for that long was a goddamn mistake. You don't. So at least for me, like, it was a mistake because why was I in school for so long and I didn't know what I wanted to do?
Yeah.
Now I'm in debt. I have to pay it off. So and it was all just because of the pressure to go to college and get a 4-year degree.
Yeah.
Because of the constant thing that keep nailing into your head. You go school, you go high school, you go college, and you find a job in that degree, and you earn money. So you're not poor like us.
Yeah. I wish I would have dropped out of college earlier.
Be a doctor.
Oh my God.
Nurse or teacher, you will not make money, bro. That's what they tell you all the time. You will not be happy. You will not have a good life. You have to be a doctor.
My mom only gave me one option. She said, be a doctor. She said, be a doctor. She said, oh, you're going to college so you could be a doctor?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have dropped out of college earlier, so that I wouldn't be in so much debt. Because I was at Marquette for like 2.5 years, and then I had a semester at UM, and then I dropped out.
Damn, Marquette is expensive.
Girl,
you were there for a year.
No, why do you think I'm saying now? I regret it so much. I went to a private university and then went to a public university, and then I dropped out. And it's like, what the was I doing with my life? Like, whoa, what was I doing? Like, I literally had no direction in life. I was just like, go to school because my parents are telling me to go to school and get a 4-year degree.
That was tactical. I was like, I'm gonna just dip my feet in a community college so I'm not in so much debt because I don't know what I want to do.
I have a question for you, Kay. You said you went to a private school for 2 years and then a public school for like a semester. So I mean, this might be an answer that you might not be able to answer, but how?
Question?
Yeah, she's the answer to the answer.
So you don't know the answer to the question, but like, how do you feel the education is going to a public college versus a private college? Like, was there a difference?
For community, because a lot of people who went to public did go to a community just because it was cheaper. That's a fact.
Yeah, but I'm asking Kay for her experience.
Yeah,
about her experience.
So I didn't take any. Fuck, you know what? Like, I don't know if I took any. I did. I did take some electives when I went to public college. So I like private school because, okay, it's just me, right? Like, this is just me. Okay, I'm not speaking for everyone, so don't come for me. But I like private schools, private universities because I'm really shy and I'm really quiet. Like right now on the podcast, you're not gonna think, oh my God, Kate is such a quiet and shy person, but in actuality, I am. So that's why I like private universities. Yeah, like when I was taking like my generals, of course, like it's like a lecture hall of like 70 kids, but those are just for my generals. Like for my electives, it was really, really small. it was probably like less, like about 20 kids when I would take my electives. But even like certain general classes, like it was really small too, you know. So that's why I like private universities. And I guess I don't know if at least like the schools that I went to, the teaching styles were different. I like the teaching style at the private university compared to the public university. But I mean, I can't say that for all public universities. I'm sure some public universities have some really good teaching styles too. But just the one that I went to, I didn't like the teaching style at the public university. So it's not that like the teaching style didn't. I guess it's more like the teaching style didn't click with me, right? Like the way that the teacher would teach, I didn't like it at all. I feel like it was harder for me to be able to like just know what was going on in class, and be prepared for like the next classes to come. So yeah,
I think it's good too, like
yeah.
that you had smaller classes for your electives, because then the teachers can give more of their time to making sure that their students actually know the subject that they're teaching.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't stuck with a bunch of rich majority white kids when I went to public university. I went to class with a very diverse group of people, and I was able to make friends with more than just upper middle class white kids. So I appreciated that experience.
You know, I've noticed that in a lot of different private colleges versus public college too, that diverse, like in public schools, diversity is something that we see, you know. In private school, it is mainly for people who have money or people who are rich, more wealthier than others, you know. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us, Kay. I would like to wrap things up, and I just want to reiterate that education is something that no one can ever take away from you. It is yours to keep. Work hard for it and bust your ass out there, you know. So thank you very much for timing out with us, and we will see you next time.